Ah, Italy. We've always wanted to go, and here we are. This little boot-shaped peninsula surrounded by the Adriatic and Mediterranean seas. Of course, who doesn't want to go to Italy? Who doesn't want to see its art? Who doesn't want to go check out the archaeological sites or religious monuments? Experience the people. Of course, who doesn't want to eat their food? So now here we are. We're in the middle of this great trip, right? And it's hard to say which of this stuff's gonna stand out as your favorite. I mean, going into it, everybody has certain expectations of what you're gonna face. And we did too. But as we came to find out, we got way more out of a country roughly the size of Arizona, with enough culture and history to fill volumes of books than we ever expected. When you think of Italy's past, you think ancient Rome. Its grand columns, its roads and public monuments celebrating Rome's victories and conquests. But Italy is much more than Rome. Since the 9th century BC, Italy has gone from tribal groups to a monarchy, then to a republic, quickly moving to an empire, until the fall of Rome, as it is known, in the 3rd century AD. What does that mean to us? Well, it means art, architecture, history, and food. It means culture, baby. You can almost hear 50 to 70,000 screaming people in the stands at the Colosseum. As you walk through the streets of Pompeii and Herculaneum, you could see the bustling metropolis with fast food restaurants and merchant shops of the time. In almost every way, Italy was the same hundreds of years ago as it is today. Most of the time on this trip, it was hard to separate the two, ancient and modern.
Volando lontano dalla terra, dimenticando le tristezze della sera, in paradiso oltre le nuvole, pazza d'amore come le lucciole. Tempo può durare, quante notti da sognare, quante ore, quanti giorni, carezze infinite. Quando ami da morire, chiudi gli occhi e non pensare, il tempo passa, l'amore scompare, la danza finirà.
What? You seem really happy. I don't know. Say something in Italian.
Ciao.
Tracy and I are doing laundry and eating pizza in Italy, listening to Madonna like a virgin. Well, we're here in Rome, and we're eating Rome's most famous ice cream, or as Italians call it, gelato. It's from a place called Giolito. Gelato. I think Julius Caesar had ice cream here.
Now we're sitting in a parking space. And we're eating it. The ice cream here is supposed to be healthy for you. It's non-fat. Yes, good job, Tracy.
Okay, so once we booked the trip, I pictured myself meandering through Italian towns with an espresso in one hand and a cannoli in the other. You know, soaking in the atmosphere. La Dolce Vita, as it is called. Well, as it turned out, it was quite different. To cram everything we could possibly cram in 2 weeks, we moved, baby. We walked more miles at an Olympic pace than I hope to ever again. Oh, there was no way to carry sweets and refreshments when you're carrying maps, books, cameras, oh, and you're speed walking. I was beginning to think La Dolce Vita was Italian for sore calves and butt cheeks. Nevertheless, we got to see what we wanted to see. Italy definitely moves to the beat of its own pace. You've got bustling gelato shops that resemble the New York Stock Exchange more than a place to relax and have some ice cream. Every sidewalk and alleyway seem to have coffee shops and restaurants serving up dishes that, well, you better already know how to order or else you're not going to get them. The roughly 59 million that call Italy home seem more like billions, and it seemed like they packed all these people into the 4 cities we visited. Italians live in this, I don't know, organized chaos of traffic, public transportation, and lack of orderly lines and an invasion of personal space. I mean, at the time, Italy was pretty overwhelming. It almost seemed unreal that we were in the Venice canals or at the Colosseum. Back at home, we get so bombarded with places like Disneyland or Vegas that you forget you're experiencing the real thing. Now that I sit back and look at our trip, I desperately want to go back. I want to go back to Italy.